Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Kyle Bloyd.
And I'm Laura Hoffman.
In this segment of Fast Track, we'll look at new information on your body's metabolism and why you may want to cut your late night short.
And we'll see highlights of this year's Big Man on Campus.
But first, Laura looks at the newest controversy involving the possession of marijuana.
A petition has just been enacted by NORMA to adjust the current penalties for students caught smoking marijuana in the residence halls. Rebecca Shalon has more.
Purdue's chapter of the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws introduced a referendum to the university residence halls. This project intends to reduce the severity of the punishment policies for those caught with marijuana to be equivalent to those caught with alcohol. Under current residence hall policy, abuse of alcohol is judged on a case-by-case basis, most of the time resulting in a probation for a first offense and expulsion for the second.
With marijuana, it's zero tolerance and you get kicked out on your first offense. Alcohol, it just depends on the severity of the case. And with marijuana, if you get caught with paraphernalia, seeds, stems, or an amount, you get kicked out on your first offense. In some cases, if it's your roommate that gets caught with a decent amount, even just a gram or an ounce, you can get kicked out as well. And we believe that this is a very harsh punishment for something that we consider safer than alcohol.
The residence halls justify that this difference is because marijuana is an illegal substance for any person of any age, whereas alcohol is illegal only to those under 21.
Students can get involved by going to Get Involved, the Purdue's website. You can vote from March 31st to April 2nd. There's going to be a little tab with this referendum on it, and you can vote yes or no. It is just to voice your opinion to the administration that this is a change that you are interested in.
After the voting is completed, it's up to the university to decide on any official changes taking place. University housing officials are refusing to comment on the matter as long as it is still in voting stages.
Scientists have secured the link between late nights and diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. A study of the National Academy of Sciences looked at people who worked during the nights and slept during the days. Their heart rhythms became separated from those with normal sleep schedules, throwing off their metabolism and increasing certain hormones which can cause disease. According to the Centers for Disease Control, around 15 million people in the U.S. work late nights.
College students make up one of the largest populations of late-nighters. Phil Wrighthouse went out on campus to see how late students are staying up and what they had to say about the recent findings.
I'm usually up till 2:30.
Average night about 1:30.
12 or 1 a.m.
12:30 in the morning.
Probably around like midnight.
I'm just more tired every day. I think you get sick easier when you're tired and you're less alert to what's going on.
That is a bit of a surprise. I can kind of understand obesity. I know a little bit about the whole eating late and then what that does to you. But the whole cancer and stuff, I've never heard that before.
Hey, maybe the body needs its sleep, to like recuperate itself, and maybe if you don't get enough sleep, all those other diseases have more chance to strike you, I guess.
That's pretty scary, but I definitely could see that. I mean, it's hard, but it's a lot to do with like just time management. And so it's something that I could fix, but I'm just like too lazy to fix it. So.
I'm pretty sure all of us have at least some understanding of it. It's not that surprising. But I do think it's something that everybody should think about, at least making sure that they realize what they're doing, and if there are other ways to compensate for the lack of sleep, it would be something everybody needs to look into.
It kind of makes me feel like I need to sleep a little bit more, but at the same time, like I don't know, I'm kind of like live now, carpe diem, so I'm not as worried about it, and that's bad. When I'm 50, I'm going to be worried about it.
The title of Big Man on Campus was recently decided in a huge fundraising event. Let's head to Rebecca Shalon for the results.
Purdue's Greeks poured into Elliott Hall eager to support their candidate for the Big Man on Campus 2009. This much anticipated event, hosted by Zeta Tau Alpha, is one of the most successful Greek philanthropies held at Purdue. This year's was no exception, with the BMOC raising over $100,000 for breast cancer. A brother from each fraternity is selected to compete for the title of Big Man on Campus, and here are some of the entrants that made it onto YouTube. All of the boys put forward a valiant effort, but in the end the title went to Jason Williams of Sigma Phi Epsilon. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Rebecca Shalon.
After our break, we'll join our sports team with the Boilermaker updates.
And for those of you traveling out of state for spring break, we'll have our national weather update. Stay tuned.
Purdue's nursing program is one of the top in the nation because of the state-of-the-art equipment and hands-on learning. Students are able to get real training and feedback without having to put a real person in harm's way. They are given feedback and constructive criticism while in the classroom that they can use once they are in the real hospital setting. Students will learn everything ranging from basic tasks to the most intricate details of patient care. Purdue isn't just about engineering. Come visit the nursing program at Johnson Hall.